good evening, wherever you are in this world, in this beautiful world of ours. Tremaine, Mr. Hard Pivot, and I am back at your screen once again, guys. All right, for those that are new to the platform, new to the stream, um, hey, check me out. Hit that subscribe button. Put me in your family because this is where we're talking money, mindset, and message. Right, anything related to money, mindset, and message. So, hey, hit that like button, hit that share button, and absolutely, please subscribe to the channel. Right. So, with that being said, guys, not going to be before you long. Today, I just wanted to share 10 economic definitions, right, with you. Just 10 words and the definitions that you should share with your children, especially, but anybody that you love and care for, your spouse, your niece, nephews, grandchildren, keep everybody. Um, because I just want to help you create a conversation, especially with the children, right? So you sharing these words, and I'm going to give you the definitions. So what I like for you to do, this is going to be, interactive, but later on, right? Before you have game night with the children or something, before you sit down and just watch a movie, take these 10 words, ten words, write them on a piece of paper, like on the left side, and write out the definition scrambled on the right side, and then see, without explaining anything, see just how many of the words and definitions your children can correctly connect. Now, I'll venture to say children are so much smarter than we were because they have just so much access to so much information. You're going to be probably pleasantly surprised at just how much your children actually know, right? So, again, real quick, I'm going to drop these ten words. I want to give you the definitions. I want you to write them down, scramble the definitions on the right hand side, give them to your children, see what they know, right? Again, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised at the results. And if not, and that's fine, right? That gives you a conversation piece, right? You want to talk about money with your children. This will open up the door for them to ask questions. And we all know children ask some awesome questions. A lot of times, questions that we don't always have the answers to, right? But then that gives you something to do. That gives you the reason to go look up and find out the answers that they need. Especially when we're talking about money, guys. We got to start these conversations young. So I think this will be a good like icebreaker, right? So without further ado, let me just give you the words. I'm trying to give you some time to get some pencil and paper as well. So I want to give you the words while you get your pencil and paper, while you get your pen and paper, or your iPhone and your notepad. I forget. This is 2022 now, right, guys? Who writes stuff down, right? I'm just a little old fashioned. Okay, so with that, here go the words. We're going to go right through the words. You write them down, then I'll give you the definitions, right? And then you match them up. Do this with your kids. Just do something different, right? Show them that it's okay to do something different as well, so they'll learn as they go. They're going to do what you say do for the most part, right? Children do what they say, right? At least yours do, right? But they're going to more than likely do what they see. So if you're teaching these are strategies. You're teaching your children strategies now. These are actually some strategies that the wealthy use to teach their children, right? Different little strategies to create conversation, to get a understanding of what they understand about money and finance, because they see the money, they see the wealth, right? But they want them to understand it. So this is just some of the things that they won't teach in school. You need to teach at home. All right. So first word, guy, word number A, producer, right? Producer. We're just gonna go right on down A, B, C, all the way to J, right? Just 10 words. B, consumer. A lot of these words seem simple enough, right? But you'll be surprised. A lot of adults couldn't give you a paraphrased definition of a lot of these words. C, goods, right? D, services. E, benefits. F, opportunity costs. G, economics. H, budget. I, scarcity. J, market. And I'll run through those again really quick, even though you have the benefit of stopping the video. But I'll do it really quick. Producer, consumer, goods, services, benefits, opportunity costs, economics, budget, scarcity, and market. So now I'm going to say these words and I'm going to give you the definition, right? So again, so what I want you to do, this is your homework. For the grown-ups, this is your homework to give to your children. Words written down, left-hand side, scrambled definitions on the right. You know how we used to do in school where you have to take the line from the definition and connect it to the right, from the word and connect it to the right definition. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're going to do. All right, guys? So let's start with number one, which is A, producer. A producer is a person or business that makes goods or supplies services. All right. Producer is a person or business that makes goods, which are tangible, or supplies services, which are a lot of the times, intangible to you, but a product that they have to do. All right. B, consumer, a person or business that buys goods and services. Now we know all too well in this country about being a consumer because we were raised from day one to buy, right? Because of all the holidays throughout the whole year, there's always a reason to consume, to buy, right? So we definitely know about being consumers. So C was goods, items that people want. C was goods, which are items that people want. D, services, which are the actions that people want, right? Services are the actions that people want. E, benefits. Now, what we get as an improvement in exchange for a good or service, that's the benefit you get. The improvement, what you get as an improvement for in exchange for a good or service, right? The benefits. F, opportunity costs. Now, what you give up to support your decision is what you give up to support your decision. So let's give you an example of opportunity costs. So choosing a less expensive jacket or a purse, right, in order to buy something else. So you have to weigh the cost, think about the opportunity that you have in front of you. So should you sacrifice a little here to get a little there? Opportunity costs, right? G, economics, right? So that's the study of businesses and how they work, right? So in this country, we talk about the economy. We hear that word thrown around all the time, but there are economists, people who study the economy, how it's going, where it's been, and why it's going where it's going, why it's been where it's been, meaning they study you, they study us, they study their psychology. The economists study the psychology of not just what's going on in the businesses, they study the psychology of the people. They study why you like to buy the things you buy, where you like to buy the things you buy, when you like to buy them, and how much it costs to put a lot of marketing in your face to make you buy the things that you think you want, buy the things you don't want all the time. So the next one is H, and that is budget. And that is a plan that helps us plan for the future or save. That's where we often start comparing expenses and income, right? So like now, you may have had a budget of $50 for your gas per week to get to work, right? Uh, 2 years ago, because that budget is blown out of the water right now. So you have to re-budget now because $50 for the week, $50 probably will get you through the day in gas, the way gas prices are now. So, but you still have to sit down and proactively come up with a plan because you have to re-budget. So thinking money, guys, is not just getting it and just spending it all haphazardly. You have to really think these things out. And this economy and inflation now is really forcing us to think more about our money than before, right? So definitely think budget. So that is scarcity, a lack of resources to produce all the goods and or services that people want. Scarcity. So right now, remember pre-pandemic, right before the pandemic really took a firm hold of us, people were running out, buying a bunch of bottled water. And remember the tissue was a big deal because that was a scarcity mentality, thinking that things, weren't going to be there. And in fact, at some point, things weren't there, right? So J is market. And of course, market is where buyers and sellers exchange goods and services. where it used to be, in the stores only. Now it's online, in stores, pop-up shops, just everywhere. So the marketplace has actually gotten much, much bigger. The marketplace is pretty much worldwide now, as opposed to years ago. So those 10 words, again, your assignment, guys, is to take those 10 words before a game night with the children, or sometimes even before dinner, right at the dinner table. I'm trying to give you small strategies that you can use and implement in your everyday life to start slowly redeveloping the way your children think about money, right? Slowly changing the mindset, right? Letting them understand that the message is real so they can start thinking about money differently and approaching and handling money differently, right? So take these 10 words. I gave you the definitions. I just want you to write those 10 words on the left side of a piece of paper, write the definition scrambled on the right side of a piece of paper, and then to have your children do the whole mix and match. I want, right? I want you to do that, guys. That is your assignment for today. Now, that being said, with these economic definitions, believe me, there are hundreds more, right? Just thought that those 10 would be good to be an icebreaker, right? Or a party starter of sorts for your children or family. It doesn't matter where you do this at, right? When you have your game nights, even before when the fellas come over and watch a basketball game, football, hockey game, right? Tennis game, soccer game. Break this out. Just on GP, man, check this out. Let me see how many of these you can get right. You'll be surprised because a lot of adults weren't taught and raised to just really think about the definitions and to define money in that matter. It was always taught, and it's as it still is, to just you get money, you go to work, you exchange your labor, for money, right? Don't think about it outside of those terms. We don't get taught to think about it outside of those terms, right? So hey, it's a good party started for all ages, honestly. But our thing is, as far as money mindset and message is concerned, guys, we want to start getting our children to think about money in different terms, right? To think about the global scale of money, not just the macro, by getting money to go buy something, just buy products, just be a consumer. We want to teach our children to be prosumers, right? So with that, that was your assignment for today, guys. I appreciate you taking the time. Don't forget again to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any other, like a lot of people have done, they email me some topics and things they want to hear. So hey, continue to do that or drop stuff in the comment section, and I will be more than happy to do whatever research I need to do to bring you some of that content, guys. Love to grow the channel, and I would love for you guys to help me grow the channels in the platform as well. All right. So at the end of the day, if you are in need of understanding how to create more income and generate more income because of the inflation, to outpace inflation, and again, just text economy to 216-285-0569, and we will definitely send you some information, just some tidbits and some strategies on how to just start to try to learn to outpace inflation. Because this economy right now, inflation is at its all-time high, all-time worst, and it's still going in the wrong direction, guys. So you have to have more than one stream of income. You have to understand how to outpace inflation, and it's not always with your labor. I know we've been taught in this country to get another job, or get two jobs when you need more money. And the thing about it is, you don't have that much time, right? You don't have so much time in the day. So the thing is to learn how to generate more income, generate more money, to allow that money to make more money for you. Utilize money for what it is, a tool, and allow it to make more money for you. So again, if you just want some tips, strategies, and somebody or some somebody's right in the bind that may need to make a little extra money from home, even if they have a job, a full-time job from home, 3 to 4 hours a day, hey, tell them to just text the word economy to 216-285-0569, and I'll be more than happy to get with them and get them some things to try to help them get them on the right path of wealth, right? All right, until then, guys, for those that don't know me, I always end by saying, I don't know you, and I believe in you, so why don't